Hey everybody, it's Wednesday and I am Lina Abujamra. Try saying my last name. I am the founder and I guess the person who runs Living with Power Ministries. Actually, Irina, my assistant, runs it, and she's the one who's posting these videos, so you can thank her in the comment section. Anyway, I've written these devotionals, and every day I read them to you via video because some people like to read them and other people like to hear them, and so this is one way to provide them for you. So thank you for checking in, YouTube. Today's title is Grace is Enough, and the verse is 2 Corinthians 12:9. Paul wrote, my grace, he wrote what God told him by the words of Jesus, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Hey, it's not your strength that God wants, but your dependence. God is more than enough for your not enough. He's stronger on any given day than your strongest days. He's able to sustain you and provide for you. When Paul was faced with a thorn in the flesh that caused him to feel weak, he prayed about it. He asked God to remove it 3 times. Paul was used to seeing God answer prayers and perform miracles, but in this case, God did not do that. Instead, God gave Paul something far better. He told him, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in your weakness. When Paul was at his weakest, God offered Paul his grace. God was promising that he would do whatever Paul could not accomplish by himself. All God asked Paul was to humble himself enough to receive it. Are you willing not only to admit your deep need to God, but to receive the answer he gives you? You might be looking for solutions, but God is looking for your heart. That verse is one of the most famous verses in the New Testament, and it's so encouraging. God's grace is sufficient in our weaknesses. And so it's our power and weakness. Our ministry is about living with power. And you might think it's about getting stronger. And it is about getting stronger. But the key to understand that is that we get stronger as we recognize our own limitation and weaknesses. In fact, God uses our weaknesses to help us see how much we need him. And it is when we tap into God's power and rest in what he can do that we find the freedom that we need. So I hope you're living that way. And if you're not, we're going to pray for you that God will open your eyes and give you the willingness and the ability to humble yourself and to live in dependence, all right? If there's anything you want us to pray for, send us an email, lina@livingwithpower.org, or leave something in the comment section if you'd like. All right, have a great day. See you tomorrow.